Good morning, you beautiful people. How's it going? Wow. It's like we haven't been around in like almost a month. Oh, it is so good to be back in the saddle, as it were. How's it going? Yeah, I am back. I'm back. I will be back. And I have been true to my word. And here I am. Yeah, welcome. This is basically just like a random stream. Just getting back in the saddle of things, getting things back work in order. Haven't streamed in almost a month. Of course, this past week didn't help either. I was planning on getting back in the saddle last Tuesday, but no, or last Monday, but no. Stomach bug decided to put the kibosh on that. Actually, change out the chirons there. There we go. Fighting the ick. Ugh. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. It's been recovering. It's not fun. I think it was probably a norovirus type of bug that swept through our house. Affected wife and me. Then a couple days later on Friday, my daughter. So for the whole week, no problem. Friday night. Yeah. Actually, no, it was Thursday night. It was Thursday night. Then the lid became unpopped, and yeah, she joined the club. Poor thing. And of course, all day Friday she stayed home, and of course, she was feeling better. Saturday she was feeling good. Did some things Saturday evening, and then late Saturday night, blah. Yeah. So tonight, she's been lounging on the couch as usual, but more than usual, really. So it's been fun. This has been a diseased house. But you know what? I've been trying to catch up with so much stuff that's been happening in the past. Like, I was out for like good 3 days. I felt fine. Truthfully, I know where we got it. Mom got it on Sunday night, and of course, wife and I helped her. Yeah, and I think that's the vector where we got it from. So Tuesday morning is when I popped. I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and take the kiddo to school. And I'm sitting on the couch like, I got that floaty stomach feeling. Like, trying to fight it. I'm like, no, this is not going to work. And I was out. Rest of the day, I pretty much was sleeping all day. Tuesday, most of Wednesday. And then Thursday, I was just like, I am so freaking tired. My body hurts. Everything is sore. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah. But by then I was on the mend. I was like, okay, I'm feeling better. And by Friday, I was actually, because Monday night was the last time I had actually anything at all. I don't know. I don't think it's COVID. I was going solid. Yeah, I don't think it wasn't COVID because didn't have. It was pretty much it's more of like a norovirus type of thing. But who's to say? We have the test, but we were like, we didn't think of that at the time, and we're like, it is what it is. It's already past the point of we tried quarantining, and that didn't help. Felt bad for the kiddo, but she's okay. She got her some Blaze pizza tonight. She was hungry. I don't blame her. I was like, yeah. Usually get sick from my nieces and that. This time I got it from my mom. My mom was hit hard. Actually had to take her into the hospital. I actually had to call 911 to get her taken to the hospital. And they did a COVID swab there too, but it came out negative, which means it wasn't showing anything yet. So more than likely, it probably could have been noro, could have been COVID, could have been whatever. But we thought, because at the time Sunday evening, everything was coming out fine. They were saying it was probably food poisoning because she had got something to eat, and within like hour or two, that's when she was throwing up and going through the whole process. So yeah, that was fun. I love hospitals. 6 hours there. Yeah. But then Monday, that's when wife was not feeling good at all. I was like, okay, great. So it's going to make its way around through the house. That's not fun. And it sucks too, because it's like I said, I hadn't had anything from like Monday night to like late Wednesday, any kind of actual substance. Yeah, do 2 hours of cooking for 10 minutes of eating just to wash everything at the end. Yeah. It was like I was just throughout those couple days. I was having like, I don't know. Everyone else has like the floaty feeling in the stomach, whereas like it's not really nausea. It's just step under, and you're like, okay, I don't want to eat anything because that might upset the stomach. So through those like 3 days, all I had was like one pancake, a couple bananas, a cutie, and that was basically it for like 2.5 days. That was fun. But yeah, I'm done with that. I don't get sick often. It's just the last time I got sick was like a couple years ago, and that was most of the morning. A cutie is like a small nectarine, a tangerine orange that you can easily peel off the skin, and then it's like a small little golf ball size. It's portable. It's sweet, but it's not like opening up an orange and you're just getting like doused with orange juice. It's a little more self-contained, but it's so good. Not good, well, when you're sick, because it's the citric acid, and it's not really good for that, but it's something else besides a bland banana and a pancake. Clementines, well, yeah. Cutie is like, it's like the whatever brand the farm or whatever we have here in Florida. I'm sure it's like clementines elsewhere, cuties here, but it's all the same thing. So for the past like since Thursday, Friday, I've just been trying to catch up with everything that has been going on for the past couple days, or I actually should say the whole week. Finishing up the moving my PeerTube instance to the new one, getting those videos moved over. Because I was planning on doing it like Tuesday, finishing it up, but nope. The plague had other ideas. So hopefully, Aaron, hopefully you had a better week. Anyone else had a better week? It's been fun. I had a everything scheduled for like Monday night. I had set up for recording of the next podcast episode. Of course, that didn't go through. First 2 hours, that didn't go through on Tuesday. So yeah, so I just rescheduled everything for tomorrow and next day. So I finally finished getting the PeerTube taken care of. Going from PeerTube.2ToneWaffle to just 2ToneWaffle.tv. I was looking at it for the past couple weeks. It's like, this seems, it's a mouthful. I had a good week. I just stressed out about my 6-year-old niece is swinging around my foster. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good for the cat or your nieces, because the cat will enact revenge when they least expect. Jump out from the shadow. So yeah, I was like, PeerTube.2ToneWaffle.com is kind of like a mouthful. And for some odd reason, when I was looking through the Cephia search, or in the instance listings, when I put in PeerTube, it shows up. Yeah, so even if like a shadow, so the cat is a void. It comes from the void. You'll from the least expect it. And they will enact revenge. They remember. So when I put in like PeerTube in a search dot, my instance would not come up. Especially when I put in PeerTube.2ToneWaffle, it would not show up. And I was like, what's going on here? And then I had an issue with that like a month prior, where it wouldn't show up at all. Like I put in like 2ToneWaffle, it would come up. Or I put in PeerTube, it would show up. But if I put in a dot, then a 2, it would disappear. So I was like, what is this? What is this madness? So 2ToneWaffle.tv shows up perfectly fine. So I was like, no, that's much better. Yep. Yeah, that's the new PeerTube instance. I had already shut down the old server with the old PeerTube.2Ton. So everything is at 2ToneWaffle.tv. It's just easier to remember. It's easier to say. It's shorter. It's more recognizable. Yeah, you found it on Sophia. Yeah. Yeah, it was the old one that it was having issues for some odd reason in the listings. It would not. If you go, it would show up if you do a Sophia search. But if you go into instance listings, where you can find all the listings. Let's see if I can, Cephia. search. And go to like, so I'll show you what I was looking at here. So yeah, it would come up if you do a search for like two-tone waffle or whatnot. I forgot to change that. Anyways, it will come up. But if you go into like the websites and you put in like, it's not going to show now, but if you learn how to spell, so it would show up here if I put in just PeerTube. Yeah, no furry content on my instance. But if I put in like .2, oh, see, now it shows up. Ton. See, it wasn't doing that before. I don't know what it's gonna take, because this server no longer exists. So if you go here, it's not gonna show because it's dead. It's DED dead. So if I put in like a video, if I do last, yeah, so if you do search for a game, the new one doesn't show up. It should. I checked. Okay, see, this is what I was getting. Yeah. It's either or. Yeah, so if you go, clear it out here. If it goes to two-tonewaffle.tv, that's so weird. So I don't know what. Oh, I gotta change that into DNS. I gotta do a wildcard entry on that. So the dub would work, as well as the non-dub. That is weird. But if you clear it out, it shows right here. And obviously, the database is seeing it, but I don't know why it's not showing when you do a search. I guess I'll have to do a thread on the Framasoft forums, the PeerTube section. That's a bit disappointing. Because it was I had searched, because I made sure it was either Thursday or Friday night when I was making sure. I did a search for two-tone waffle. Let me see if two-tone waffle. Oh. Tonight, I cannot spell. What the hell? Okay. That's odd. Yeah, because this is the new location. This is the old. This doesn't exist. And I had just put in two-tone waffle not too long ago, and it did not come up. That is weird. Yeah, I mean, it's the Fediverse. What are you gonna do? It's not perfect. That's okay. We love it anyways, and all of its flaws. But yeah, so I had finished up. I was doing a transfer. I was doing transfer of the URLs, just copy and pasting, which is a lot easier to do instead of uploading all the files all at once. I'm like, I'm not going to go through that. I have all of them in my NAS, but I'm not going to go through, do the upload and all that. No, I already got the information. I'll just do the URL, copy and paste, and get it all set up. So yeah, I had condensed a lot of stuff into just two channels. I had just the two-tone waffle and the independent creator space section. So the two-tone waffle is just for like gaming related things, and of course the independent creator space is for stuff like talking about Owncast, PeerTube, Ecamm, Meld, basic content creator stuff. Then I had set up a playlist in here for the first 2 hours stuff. So that'd be easier for people to, I can share out and then keep track of everything for the first 2 hours, which is an ongoing video series that I do where I go through my Steam library and play a game that I have not played at all, and play for 2 hours, and then go through and do a little mini review at the end, and then move on to the next game for the next week. So I've just been going down the list of my Steam library. Excuse me. And I've been hitting like a slump the past couple weeks, not this past week, but the 2 weeks prior. So it's kind of like, okay, I need to get back into doing this stuff again. Get back on a schedule. And of course, I got my independent creator space. Of course, it's the indie creator. And this is all my old stuff that I have been doing for like the podcast that I'm gonna be recording tomorrow. I'll do that live. Do it live. all the other stuff like Owncast, Matrix stuff. Getting that together in one spot in a PeerTube. It's so nice to be streaming it again. I missed it. I missed doing this. And of course, doing other things, like recording videos. Going to get together or get started doing like a not really a series, but more like a tutorial overview stuff of Envision community, NodeBB, different community forum softwares. Right now, because I use both, I have an Envision community forum and a NodeBB. NodeBB is with our Two-Tone Waffle community that has been posting in at least a couple times a day. The same thing for the independent creator space. Space. There we go. I swear I can spell. So these are the two sites that I run, along with twotonewaffle.com. The main site is where the blog posts and all the other stuff that lives there as well. So if I show that, and I use Ghost for that. So I have all my articles and blog posts here for people to check out and read. I do like NodeBB and how you have all this, the Fediverse ActivityPub integration that is part of it. And of course, I have it polling in. I'm following like Ozoned and a couple other people within like Mastodon. Hey Eddie, boop. Boop to snoot. It's nice to see, you know, for the ActivityPub that's built into NodeBB. It's actually pretty cool. I haven't really played too much with it because I have actually, let me log in here real quick. Let me block your view. So I don't want you seeing my my login credentials. How's it going, Eddie? So I have it set up. I have categories for from the Fireside Fedi Ozone's podcast initiative that he's been doing. Yeah, chilling in this fine Sunday evening here as well. Enjoying, you know, this past week we had a stomach bug visit our house. That was not fun. So I was playing with it, setting up categories where you can follow a category within the world section of a NodeBB forum. So whenever Ozone posts up a new video, it should show up, because I followed after the latest episode. So that's why nothing's showing up right here. But if I go here, yeah, nothing's going to show up. So it's actually pretty cool where this is all integrated within ActivityPub and through Mastodon, PeerTube. You can also do it through Lemmy. And I don't know if GoToSocial will work either. I haven't played with GoToSocial at all, because I know Eddie and you get pretty much everybody in Ozone's Matrix server has a GoToSocial instance. When you guys talk about, I'm just sitting here going, yep, I understand that, It's like, I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. That's okay. You're not? Okay. Well, at least we're in company here. Good company. Yeah, run full ass Mastodon server in this house. Yeah. Yeah, I used Mastahost for them to take care of my Mastodon needs. And I pay for Ghost Pro to take care of my Ghost needs. I just don't have the time to go through. I would love to do the self-hosting. I do self-host the PeerTube and NodeBB through a Cloud Run instance on my Hetzner server, but that's it. That's all I do. You're supposed to be setting up Ghost for your wife, but you haven't. I didn't catch most of Ozone's stream when he was setting up his Ghost. How I know, because Ghost, it's an issue because it's built mostly for using Mailgun or Mailjet. I forget, it's one of the two that you have to use. It's in the forums that people were complaining. It's like, why can't we really use anything else? Or it's a major pain in the butt having to use something else. But that's the reason why I pay my $11 a month for them to do that. I mean, yeah, I lose on the fact of I can't do the custom theming. The Zapier integration is not there, because it's more of that's their the next level up on the Ghost Pro plan, or you do the self-hosting and you do it yourself. But I'm like, I don't have my the number of people coming to the site is very, very tiny to next to nothing. So it's at this point in time, it's not worth it for me to pay the $30, because I'm not charging a membership. If I was, and I had the audience there, but it is what it is for now. It's something for me to work on and get up in the future. But yeah, NodeBB is free. I've been messing around with this. It's been fun. I got the Ghost site going, and of course, like I was telling Heron earlier, I had finished moving everything over to the new PeerTube instance that I had started up, because I was looking at it and I'm like, PeerTube.twotonwaffle.com is kind of a mouthful. That's a lot of words. twotonwaffle.tv is a lot easier on people to understand and memorize. So that's I spun up a new server with PeerTube, and then got that set up, and then just start moving stuff over. And of course, being sick most of the last week or this past week kind of put a halt on some plans, because I was just almost finished up. I had maybe like 40 videos to copy and paste over. And I'm like, well, not gonna get that done. I'll wait till I get better. And I did. And I finished it. And I had spun down the old server. And it's just been trying to catch up on different things that I've been missing. So yeah, that's me trying to take care of the ick, or fighting the ick for this past week. Getting back on a schedule, getting stuff done. Get the podcast recording tomorrow. Because the topic on hand, I've been trying to get recorded for the past 3 weeks. Something has come up, or there's this energy level was low on a Monday, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it on a Wednesday. I'll record it on a Wednesday, fly through it for editing, and then get it on a Thursday. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'll do it next week. And then getting sick, and then I'm like, all right, fine, that's a good excuse, but we gotta get on it tomorrow. Get it taken care of. Excuse me. So, one other thing I was looking at is I was thinking about moving my own cast, but you know what? I'm just going to keep it where it is. Because I remember the last time I moved, I had moved it from, I had originally had it on a DigitalOcean a couple years ago to Hetzner, but moving the data file, which is pretty much all you really need to transfer or copy and paste an Owncast, so everything's all the same, so you keep all your followers and stuff like that. It didn't quite work out too well, so I had to start over. I was like, oh well. But I'm going to keep it where live.2ton. That's fine. I like trying to keep things simple. Yeah, I found DigitalOcean is okay, but Hetzner is so much better. That's the reason why I had moved over. I was it's much cheaper too. Because right now I am utilities, hardware. Yeah, I'm only using 40% of the CPU on, I think it's the $7 CPX21, I think it is, on Hetzner. Yeah, right now I have no need. I'm not, at hundreds of of viewers to, you know, even stress the server to have a need for upgrading it to something newer. Oh, you're moving to on-site. Okay. Otherwise it'd be Hetzner. That's awesome that you actually have like the physical hardware infrastructure that you do that with. I have my little home lab is an old computer that I put I use Unraid on. So I have Nextcloud and I've been messing with Plex on it. I host about 7 different Own-cast streams on my hardware, just not my own yet. Mostly out of laziness. Hey, what's up, Flux? Yeah. I am planning new VA API support goes a long way on a modern high-end CPU. Oh, I bet. My CPU is on Home Lab. What do I have? Bring up my dashboard. What do I have? I forget. Where is it? This info is an old Ryzen 7 2700. I'm using. I have like a 16 gigs of memory in there. Yeah, I'll probably be trying to get something together, do like a new like a server for that is more dedicated, not really dedicated, but more of a focused thing for rack mount, because I'm going to be putting it in the closet back here behind me. I just got to move. I want to have it set up with the networking and the server infrastructure. I want it in that closet, because right now the networking stuff, like my switch and patch panel, is out in the garage, which is okay, but you know, it's not the best. that's the post picture I posted up last week or so in Ozone's matrix, where we're showing off our holes. That's my line coming in from the attic into the garage into the top of the rack I have set up on the wall. So I want to move all those lines back in here. I'm not going to do it in the middle of summer here in Florida. No, thank you. I actually like living. And I don't want to pay someone to do that too. That's... Yeah, oh, those holes. Yeah. Oh, those holes? Yeah. Giggity. I should let me put in got our chat here so you guys can see, because I do stream multi-stream to different platforms, because I'm streaming to Owncast, Moonbeam, Beam, Twitch, and YouTube. see if and put in a fake message. Oh yeah, so I gotta change it. I don't want it horizontal. Or a line on bottom. Let's try that again. Why is it not showing up? Let's see. Hide command, strip links, hide menu, transparent, faded top, fade in. Oh, did not do save. We'll do, what's 800 by 720. Sure, that sounds good. That's not what I want. Oh, you got pending Ninja updates for Owncast. Really need to. Yeah. No faded top. There we go. Let's let it sit there. Oh, the Ninja handler for Owncast is very bare bones. Went through and finished it out of the detail work. Yeah, it was, I think it was what? Last year? Early last year? Had posted up that it was, what was the issue? That it was, oh, what was the problem? It was like doubling up the messages or something stupid. I don't know. I forget what it was, but another person that usually comes by, Fox, we're running through a couple things because, as you can see, like your name comes up here, even though it should come up again, but I like how this is implemented because it'll say like Eddie, and then your comment, and then you push another comment right after. But then it comes through like if you do another one just right after. But if you wait, was it like 30 seconds or like a minute? If you post up another one, post another comment, your name will show up again. Oh, that's one of the fixes. Yeah, what did a fox say? Well, I took out because right now I have I stripped out because normally what I would have, this is like a horizontal, so I would have like bottom line, horizontal. So I took those out. I took the faded top out. So all it is it's just hiding commands, hiding strip out links, hide the menu, transparent, and that's it after the session ID. So how's it going, Flux? Hopefully you've been, because I know you said that you were having some not feeling very well. I got like a hair in the nose. It's been bugging ever living crap out of me. Yeah, I'm pretty much like almost 100%. Yeah, if you guys ever want to lose some weight fast, I lost like 10 pounds. All the kittens are sick, but I'm better today. Awesome. Except for the kittens. Kiddo, she's doing okay. She actually threw up Thursday night. I was feeling better Friday. I was feeling better Saturday. Like she was pretty much like almost pretty much good to go. Threw up. Was it this morning? Last night? I forget. She recently had just threw up. It was this morning. So yeah. But she's doing better. It's not fun. And like I was telling everybody, it was like I was trying to get my PeerTube instance switched over and then got sick, and that's just like delayed stuff. Yeah, I'm making a more conscious effort of pushing out the PeerTube Owncast stuff more than my YouTube stuff, because I want to get more eyes on that. Morning. Good morning, Ox. I know you say good evening. I say good morning. This is to get more eyes on the PeerTube and the Fediverse side of things. I mean, morning. Yeah, it's morning somewhere. Is it morning in Australia? I don't know. I forget. But yeah, because most of the stuff I talk about is like preaching to the choir. It's like, hey, why don't you try Owncast? Yeah, we are on Owncast. Similar situation here, so much that I can only ever push to conventional platforms if I'm actively streaming with someone else on those platforms. Nowadays, it's mostly Owncast only for me. Yeah, my situation is different, of course. Yeah. So, yeah, afternoon instead of evening, or afternoon. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm still trying to get back in the swing of things. my whole brain is like bleh. But yeah, it's trying to push the Oncast and PeerTube, the NodeBB, our forums, pushing that out because I've been doing that on Blue Sky, posting out like the because when I put some like a new thread on the forums, I posted on Blue Sky because it automatically gets pushed out to Mastodon anyways, so I'm not really too worried about that. And threads, I'm like, I'm getting a little tired of threads. Yeah, I'm surprised too. It's Julian has been working on it for a while now, or not a while, but like over a year now, and kicking some major butt with it. Like I showed you with the like I can follow a category within the forums. So like it's called a category. So anything like if I follow, like, let's, for example, like I had here, I'll show, excuse me. Before I do that, let me copy and paste. That looks like butt, but for now. Like a PeerTube instance, it will show up here in the world section that I follow within the forum. So it's kind of like, it's really cool that you can do that for like from a Mastodon instance to PeerTube or Lemmy or anything like that. I don't want to. Well, I should change it. If it has spin up an AP connected forum, I'll probably still go discourse. But now that NodeBB is an option, that's less of a given than it was yesterday. Yeah. I had originally looked at discourse before, but I'm like, it was relatively easy doing a discourse forum, but I was like, well, should I? Or should I just go with the NodeBB and then just wait for Julian to finish up the ActivityPub integration that he released back on version 4. So I stay with NodeBB because I originally had it on Envision Community, and I had asked in their forums on Envision Community's forums if we can get ActivityPub integration, and of course the answer was, well, it's a Zapier. I'm like, okay, so I have to go through a third party to do a Zapier integration that for any kind of new post, Zapier looks at a new post and forwards that off to a well, I refer to as a fourth party that looks into ActivityPub to then post to Mastodon. I'm like, what? Yeah. Yeah, boo Zapier. Yeah, and then it gets expensive. If you needed webhooks, well, there's $40 a month that you need to shell out for the next tier from free. Yeah, it looks like you can reach out and bring outside AP content into NodeBB. That's what I have here, because these are linked to the Fireside Fedi's PeerTube channels. So I had linked to Ozone's tech and then the Fireside Fedi show episodes. So whenever he should post a new video, it should show up here within my forums. And then of course anyone that is involved, like for me or any other members of the forum, can reply easily to that. So like if I wanted to, and it goes through also with Mastodon here too. Like I can read his Mastodon post, reply to it, and then get replies to my reply. So it's actually really cool how this is all integrated. True, it's the plugins is not as plentiful as you would find like on Discourse, but out of the box, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, yeah, let me go ahead. I'll reply to this one here. Wrong keyboard. Yeah, I did not see his poll, so that's what I said. So if I hit reply, so it looks like a regular forum post within the forums. But if I actually go to, like this is the actual, his Mastodon account. Yeah, so I go view original. This is from his go to social. So yeah, I guess it pulls in from go to social as well, because it's all ActivityPub. Yeah, so there's my reply, and it links back to my account on the forums. Yeah, the go to social kind of threw me. I'm like, oh, what should I click on? Yeah, they are. I don't know, for some reason. So if I go to oh, I'm not logged in. Hang on. Wrong account. All right, so yeah, here's my on my Mastodon account. Just one way important to the forum and the discussion would be self-contained. Now it's both ways. It's actually really cool. And he just put in, again, like I said, the the category following of on the forums. So it won't show up here. These are the actual forum categories, but in the world, yeah, like and subscribe. That's right, Flux. You know the deal. So these are actually links, or these are categories from his PeerTube instance that show up on and within the forum. So of course, right now, I added it after the most recent episode. No, this is core. Yeah, it is. This is built into the actual forum software itself. It is. And that's why I was like, I knew about Discourse's ActivityPub plugin. I had messed around with it like a year or two ago, and it was okay. It was just, it didn't really, for me, it didn't work. So I was like, I just gave up on it, cleared it out, and went to some other software. Forget. But yeah, NodeBB is really, really good and with the ActivityPub integration. Like, these are all posts from Mastodon or ActivityPub. I should essentially say it. I shouldn't call it just Mastodon because it's all ActivityPub. So it's all the stuff that I follow. They'll show up. Like, Heron, your stuff should show up in here too. I say that without looking. Yeah, like your Omcast stuff. Yeah, like this. Didn't you make, or don't you run this account? I thought you did, right? Streamer, yeah. So I should see this. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I was meaning. Sorry, didn't mean to confuse. Yeah, so if I just like copy and I have to do a search. Or was it through here? Why isn't that coming up? Is it because the this at Sam? ampersand, whatever it is. Unless I have to do it through here. No, I'm actually on my own instance. Two-tone-waffle.social. That's probably why it's... Nope. That's probably why, because it's not... I'm not... Well, it shouldn't matter if it's on a different instance, because if I search for something, it should show up. I don't have it blacklisted. To the admin. Yeah, I was doing a category search, but I was also doing a all-around search. But yeah, it's just Yeah, I don't have anything in the filter. So yeah, it's pretty much I follow. I know it's weird. It's probably something that it's a constant work in progress, but it's just, you know, it's getting better and better with each iteration. Like every time I come in here, it's like a new we're already at 4.4.1. If I do a search for because I'm following my own Mastodon instance from my forum, so in theory, anything that I follow and then they follow from there should spread out, unless there's some like caching issue, but it shouldn't be. It's just, you know, a bug. Like it goes like any threads I make within the forum, it's automatically shows up in an ActivityPub. This is what it looks like, with a link right back into the forums. So Flux, I am not ready for Monday either. I want to do this weekend over again. Can we do that, guys? Change.org. Make a petition. We petition to do the weekend over again. Right. I think a lot of people would be down. It's like, yeah, we'll just do this weekend. We'll just do weekends from now on. Screw Monday through Friday. Oh, we'll do Monday through halfway through Friday. We'll get rid of Friday morning. It is. That's a joke. Let's go to change.org because it's just as useful as getting to the sun to be dimmed. Well, I don't. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun there, Eddie. I got a whole stuff I need to do for work tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, next week is what, Labor Day? So at least I get a 3-day weekend. At least I got that going for me next weekend. Tomorrow's gonna be worse of it. Well, hopefully it goes by pretty quick. That's usually what happens, is that the busier you are, the faster time seems to go by. I mean, that's what people have been saying to me for forever. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way, though. And especially with the job market nowadays, it's kind of you can't really say, "Yep, I'm out," and then expect to have a something else lined up real quick, because it takes a while. And another reason why I wanted to do this stream, is just to get into it, but it's actually I know most of you guys are not really like on YouTube and stuff like that. The majority of reason why I wanted to start pushing out the PeerTube stuff is just because of how YouTube is. Yeah, economy doesn't rely on the government dollar. Exactly. That's right on the nose. YouTube is getting so bad, really. Especially, I posted up an article about the was it spam bots and comments and stuff like that, and then I was just watching a couple other YouTubers. They were talking about how I think it was, I forget who it was that posted it out. I think it was Louis Rossman about, I think it was getting these ads. No, it was Linus from Linus Tech Tips, talking about these ads about an ad blocker on YouTube being completely like inundated everywhere, and it's against YouTube's terms of service to use an ad blocker, but it's okay to promote ad blockers on your service. Say, make that make sense. Uninstalled the YouTube app and bookmark. Yeah. I still, what was it? Was it ad block? Not ad block. Ad guard or something for the Mac. It's actually really good. Yeah, Twitch's ads are getting unbearable. Even though I stream on Twitch, the last time I ran ads, like a 3-minute ads, was during like the holiday season, because that's when, you know, everybody was running ads because, you know, you get a little bit extra pennies. But all I do is it's just the pre-roll ads. Use Control D, yeah. But it's just like, you know, ads are important, but it was just when, for like content creators and stuff like that, for myself, and I would have to label myself a hypocrite because I use an ad blocker while watching YouTube. But it's a simple fact of that I would like to have some content sprinkled in between my ad watching, right? It's just so much inundation of these ads, and it's ridiculous. It's the viewer experience is worse than it was. I don't know how Flux and anyone else is grew up watching like old broadcast TV and cable TV back in the day. We grew up with ads. Yeah, YouTube ads on the TV are really bad. The thing is, I don't have to use ad block because I had bought a Chromecast when it first came out. So I had YouTube Red with YouTube Premium and stuff like that. I still pay is like $9 a month. I will hold on to that until the heat death of the universe. They can pry it from my cold dead fingers before I pay the almost $20 a month for YouTube Premium that it is now. Screw that. Yeah, back in the 1900s. Yeah. Yeah, PeerTube needs a better search function. That's what I was getting at, is that that's why I wanted to push the PeerTube side of things a lot more. It's just because I know that there's no ads on it, unless, you know, I put ads, built-in ads, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. Unless it's like, buy bottled water because, yeah, it's better for the environment. I don't know, something stupid like that. It's just, you know, YouTube, it's just for the vast majority of people that don't have the premium or are still like using, like you guys using Brave or Firefox or some other ad blocker extension. Everybody else has to suffer through that, and I'm like, I hate. Perfect example. We're having lunch. Me and my daughter were at the table. She was watching her YouTube. She was watching like the top Eurovision songs, and I'm watching it with her, and it's just like, the song is playing, and it's like a 30-second segment of a song. Then of course there's a crossfade, and then it goes into the next song. Well, my thinking is like that crossfade would be a perfect location for like go ahead, pop an ad into it. Nope, in the middle of the song. It's like the song starts playing, ad. She has to wait for the 5-6 seconds, skips it, goes back into the song. It's like, how annoying is that? That these, and of course, using the AI, and that's another thing too, is like they have this Gemini and whatever AI system that they're spending billions of dollars on, and integrating it, the ad placement for that. Just don't use the Pi extension. A Pi extension. I'm not sure what that one is. Anyways, it's like you would think the AI would see that no, there is a natural break in between the audio levels, the song, and then there's a short, like 1 or 2 seconds of like silence during the crossfade. That'd be perfect spot for an ad. No, like I said, we'll just put it in the middle of a song. Oh, Pi is an ad block. Okay. But it's just like they spend all this money to combat ad blocking. And hell, even the FBI tells you to have an ad blocker because most of these ads are filled with malware and other crap, and you really shouldn't have it display on your system. I know it's a small minority of ads are nefarious, but there is that chance. But the thing is that add more and more ads. You remember flash ads? Oh, I do too. It's so great. What was it? Homestar Runner. It wasn't a flash ad, but it was flash and stuff like that back in the day. Pop-ups and pop-unders. Ad blocker is the best antivirus. Yeah, how could that go bad? What could go wrong with that? No. Just don't block ads. How dare you? These creators need the money. But if your computer gets infected with malware, oopsie doopsie. It's okay. Just do a uninstall and do a format, and the average user is going to know how to do that. No, they're going to take their computer to Best Buy or some mom and pop shop and pay hundreds of dollars to get their stuff fixed when they could have easily done it, had it avoided at the beginning. No, we can't do that. But yeah, anyways, is how YouTube is fighting tooth and nail against ad blockers. But if someone pays YouTube to run an ad campaign for ad blocker, that's okay, no biggie. Or YouTube has these billions of dollars, but they can't combat spam bot comments with how using AI to combat this. It's like, why even be on the platform to begin with? The only thing the majority of the time I use YouTube is like I mentioned earlier in the stream so I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm not talking to you guys about Owncast or PeerTube, about it. So it'd be kind of like wasting my breath. I mean, yeah, we can still talk about it, but not like talking to the normal people about these particular systems and platforms and stuff like that, because that's what I do. But anyways, I get comments and a higher number of views, unfortunately, because most of those were probably people interested in these topics that I'm talking about, or probably are bots. But anyways, yeah. I read a comment that said that spyware has won back in a day. You could contain your data. Oh, has won back in a day. Okay. But yeah, it was like where most of your going with that line of thinking is like where your information is breached. It's like, great, can you tell me what my password is? That kind of a joke. Yeah, like Facebook friends, which that leads to a whole nother rabbit hole. Threads is I catch myself constantly. I know Flux, you're on Threads as well. That I'll be just sitting there doom scrolling. Or during the week, I just be like doop 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 doop, and I'm like, I gotta stop. I close out the app. I'm like, I can't do this because I'll sit here for another hour just doom scrolling, and that's what it works. The algorithm works in that way. It's funny. I asked Grok how many bots were on the X platform. Excuse me, and it responded that 1 out of 5 accounts are bots. Yeah, I don't have an X account. I haven't had an X account since Musky Boy bought back in 2022. So I haven't been on X in years. And what sucks too is I like to it's not as prevalent as it was like last year. Trying to get information or talk to indie developers for indie games and stuff like that. A lot of them are still on X because they still have that mindset that X Twitter is the place to be. It's like, well, no, it's not really. It's a dumpster fire that has floated to the landfill, and the landfill has caught on fire. So most of them have moved over to Blue Sky, which is a great. I know how some people have their ideas of what Blue Sky is. It's good because it's easier for these companies and developers to be off X Twitter. Yes, I know it's a VC funded. Yet another it is essentially open source platform, but we're not going to go there today. That's, like I said, that's a whole other stream. It's a real dumpster fire for sure. My brain is a dumpster fire. I guess that's why I'm stuck there wasting my life. As a way to compete with corporate variations of social media. Yeah. I say we collect our own data and run our own algorithms as a way to, yeah, exactly. That's why I like using Mastodon. The ActivityPub is perfect. I love that Mastodon, Owncast, and PeerTube because I have the full control. I don't have to deal with, oh, well, I should title this in a certain way, make sure I have tags. Most of the stuff I put on PeerTube don't have tags. I'm like, well, it's because YouTube tags don't matter there as well. But it's just like I don't have to have that way of thinking of formulating my content in a way to be mass produced to a mass number of eyeballs. I just pretty much create what I want the video, the content, and then post it out and put the relevant tags like PeerTube, Owncast, content creation, independent creator, and stuff like that, and then go through the hashtag and let people who follow those hashtags search and see what my stuff that comes up in their feed. And if they want to follow, they follow. If they don't, they don't. That's okay. But it's kind of getting to the point where I'm like, YouTube is getting kind of it's not burning me out as per se. It's kind of just like I'm having to do all this extra work and make sure that things work in a certain manner in order to show that I'm worthy to the YouTube gods, that I can be posted out to the audience. My videos should be posted out to the audience, and if it's not, then well, you'll die in obscurity. That's okay because that's all right. Self-depreciating humor. But the thing is that there's more work involved in YouTube than just making the content and letting it work its way out there through the ActivityPub, Mastodon, and the Fediverse, and getting that set up and ready to go. So I think that's what I am more going to be focusing on, is just getting the stuff on PeerTube released first. I know I've said that plenty of times, but I'm going to focus more on PeerTube and getting that out there first. With YouTube, it's just kind of like, yeah, it'll be out there for people to see and watch, and hopefully learn about PeerTube and stuff like that. You're talking to a spicy streamer with an Owncast, and they were talking about how it's hard to get to the top of a site then harder to stay on the top. Oh, it's hard to get to the top than staying at the top. Yeah, like Twitch. I know I've been sitting at like 96 followers. I'm like, I've actually finally got my payout. What was it? October of last year. I got my $50 that has been slowly accumulating over 2 years. I'm not bothered. I'm not worried about Twitch at all. I'm just more focused on like these small up and coming platforms that are an alternative to Twitch. Like there's Moonbeam, there's SharePlay. Right now it's going to be opening up their next version this summer, that are an alternative to Twitch that I like to not focus on, but bring to light these other places that if people are looking for an alternative, there are these places, and Owncast as well. On YouTube, the top channels has been rotated. I'm sure it's the same for Twitch. Yeah. One good thing I've been noticing with YouTube is that they have been showing or like showcasing more smaller creators than like the Mr. Beast, the top 0.01% of YouTube. So that in of itself is a good thing. I'll give them that. But other than the comment bot spams, the ads, and it's just everything else about it. The AI, forcing AI into everything. Because right now, they have AI music. It's like, oh, you don't have to worry about music copyright when you can have AI make the music for you. Yay! Let's get rid of the humans altogether. Like this stuff I'm playing right now is a collection from Stream Beats, backing tracks, Bob Duck and Weave's music stream site, music that's been commissioned by humans. Yeah, it may not be the best, but you know what? It's human sourced, not AI sourced. And it's going to come to a point where it's like everything is just so AI. It's like, oh, well, you just create a song in like 2 minutes. It's like, yeah, why even bother learning how to sing or play an instrument when you can AI do it? And we're just going to look back on it, and it's just going to be like, this is the dumbest of timelines. Like, I actually want to listen to someone making music, whether physically with an instrument or with a synthesizer, and other equipment. It's the same thing, really. It's just, it's not, some computer popping together some stuff that make me a song that sounds like Ted Nugent's, cross with BTS, cross with My Little Pony, that it has some gothic elements. The garbage that AI would come up with that prompt might be a banger, but it's, it's not gonna be good. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight too. Is like just to get rid of the monkey on your back. Finally figured it out. Thank you for the follow. Nice. But yeah, just a monkey on your back with like the YouTube. It's just, kind of for the past like year, I was just more focused on how to get this stuff into the algorithm, and I'm like, it wasn't becoming fun anymore. So that's why I wanted to focus on, the PeerTube aspect, but still release it onto YouTube. Just, to get the information out there. Because, there's people out there that don't know about Oncast. I've had streams in the past where people are like, oh, I never knew about this. And they look into like Oncast or PeerTube, and holy crap, this is actually pretty cool. Never knew about it. And it's just like, opens up people's eyes to something that is, I'm not going to say better. It's just an alternative for them that they never knew about. Because for most people to try to set up a PeerTube instance is probably the hardest thing to do. Fortunately, there are things out there like using Cloud Run. It's a one-click install to get a PeerTube instance up and running, and it's just 3 lines of code to get Cloud Run installed on your server. Hope I'm not straying off topic. Do you think YouTube is nearing the crash and burn? I see so much AI generated content on nowadays, and then there's the AdWords. YouTube is never going to die. It literally is too big to fail. The massive vacuum that would occur if YouTube ceased to exist. I'm not going to say like tomorrow, a hypothetical that YouTube will get shut down tomorrow. The vacuum, it would be immense. I think trillions of dollars would instantly be erased. Businesses would be like just completely destroyed. Yeah, the Elsa Gate stuff, there's still stuff that goes on. It's just yeah, I can probably have a complete stream or talk about that on the Independent Creator podcast about that. In fact, I'll set that up for like an episode idea. But yeah, they're at a level right now. They're at a level that, they can really not fail. Because they're so big. They have the infrastructure. Really, no one can come within like 1% of their infrastructure right now. They can't. The entire engagement is like a really good YouTube video. Yeah. I mean, there is competitors. If you think about it, PeerTube technically is a competition. There's Rumble, Odyssey. If you really want to think about it, Vimeo is a competitor, and I use air quotes there lightly. Patreon is a competitor. But Patreon, I believe they use the back end of Vimeo, the Vimeo backend for their video hosting. But for a company to come in and to instantly spin up a YouTube clone, that's not going to happen. Yeah, Dailymotion and Vimeo are competitors. Okay. Dailymotion's still around. Yeah, yeah, they are. It does have market dominance. And like I said, if they got shut down tomorrow, the vacuum, trillions of dollars, millions of businesses gone like that, it would be, I would equate it to the Great Depression, the digital Great Depression, that it would take decades, actually generations of, I wouldn't say generations, but decades, to be repaired from that particular instance. So no, I don't think YouTube is, it is essentially too big to fail. And that's unfortunately that's the case. This is the way I see it, that YouTube just has so many creators to attract some. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's like billions of views per minute just for people watching on YouTube. And the amount, I don't know the exact, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but the amount of data and videos being constantly uploaded every minute is insane to think about. That this behemoth of a thing is a global, like, basically it's think of it as like another Earth within Earth. The infrastructure is you can't really wrap your mind around it. And to see another competitor to now, I would love to see a YouTube to have competition, but in our lifetimes, no, it's not going to happen. Oh, thank you, Heron. 3.33 views per minute on YouTube. And you got billions of people worldwide watching. Yeah, it's just, wow. Million, yeah, 3.3. That'd be yeah, only 3.33 people. 3 people watching per minute. Million people. Would love to see YouTube taken down just to see the chaos that would happen. People freak out when Instagram, Twitter, and some others go down for a few minutes. Yeah, we saw it with TikTok, the 12-hour blackout. And people, see, the problem is that people are so tied into a singular platform for like their business. There are so many businesses on TikTok, and that's their only stream of revenue that they have. I should say they have others, but it's not. It's their main source of income for them. And when TikTok was shut down for 12 to 16 hours, they freaked out because they instantly saw like their revenue crater, and they had no other plans. They were not posting elsewhere. If they were, they weren't utilizing as well as they should have. They are essentially putting all their eggs in one basket with TikTok. Yeah, TikTok and Reddit are having bleed. Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten bad where these I'm not putting the blame on them. It's just that these services and platforms are made to be so easily used and utilized, and in a way that they are perfectly ingrained to conduct your business and have it run your business for you, essentially. And they'll complain. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do now. I don't get that many views over on my shorts feed. Hey, St. Clinton. Yeah, some aren't liking the fact that places like Blue Sky and Mastodon have drawn in a large number of people. Yeah. TikTok and Reddit have some controversy and people want to jump ship. Lemmy might be able to catch. Yeah. How's it going there, St. Clinton? And that's the thing with like Mastodon and Blue Sky. I know we can be there's some people look at Blue Sky as the enemy, but you gotta look at it as that our only options are Blue Sky and Mastodon, and truly that is it. If Blue Sky goes, those people who were on Blue Sky, they're not coming to Mastodon. We already lost those people several years ago. They'll go back to X Twitter. They'll go back grudgingly, but they'll go back. They won't try Mastodon because they're burned, and they'll say, "Oh, it's too hard. I can't do that." But with Reddit, I saw, what was it, a couple months ago that Reddit, they were thinking about of putting some elements of the site under or behind a paywall. And yeah, that I don't see how that's going to go, but since Reddit is beholden to the shareholders, that line must go up. Squeezing as much as they can. It is what it is. Loving the Fediverse because I am not seeing all the ads. Yeah, that's the best thing. I guess it's harder to get bigger Twitch streamers to stream on Owncast, but I can feel like you could sell Owncast as an editorial free service. Well, how I would look at it, see, the thing is, well, talking about Twitch has an ingrained culture. It's the chat culture. It's so ingrained that Twitch has done a really good job of doing first party monetization. They have made it so easy to click a button and subscribe to somebody, or subscribe to a channel, or to do the bits, to send like 1 penny or 10 cents or $1 and stuff like that. I have to give Twitch kudos for that. They have done an excellent job of monetization. The thing is trying to get your viewers, if you've built a community on Twitch, and trying to get your community to even say, hey, if you can't afford subscribing or don't have a gift sub, you can view the stream on my Owncast site. It's completely ad-free. You don't even need to add an account. Just click the link and go to it and watch. That's it. But the chat culture is so ingrained in Twitch that they will never leave until the service is turned off. Yeah, and Twitch is, you're exactly right, Heron. It's about those emotes. I know it's stupid to think about it, but people are so obsessed with badges or the emotes. Influencers are hating Blue Sky and others because they can't buy bot users to look better than they are number-wise. Others showed how few people they have. Yeah, and you brought up that's a good point there, St. Clinton. And Twitter is, you can easily do that, buy bots and followers and stuff like that. It's like, I have 4.6 million followers on my Twitter account. I am somebody. But no, you're not. You spent $20 and you got a couple thousand over the course of a year. But yeah, and it's the same thing on Twitch too, if you're with your botting as well. It happens on Twitch and Kick, and I'm not sure if it has crossed over into like Moonbeam or Beam or anything like that yet. I'm sure it will. If there's money to be made, people will do the follow bots and the bot farms and stuff like that. But yeah, influencers, the numbers are their lifeblood. If they, like you said, on Blue Sky, they can't game the system, and so they feel that the system is worthless. It's Blue Sky, that's where the stupid people go. Ugh. But I've enjoyed my time on Blue Sky and also on Mastodon. Instagram, that's all I gotta say about it. And Facebook, I go there very rarely. Yeah, that's because family, and that's about it. If that wasn't the case, I would not be on Facebook. Yeah, it's a big advantage that corporate services have. Capital, yeah. Started using Twitch. Started using Twitch. It was Justin TV and only have like 35 followers. That's 34 more than I ever expected. Yeah, and I've been at 96 for over a year now. I did have over 1,000, but that's because I got follow botted one night. I'm like, little old me getting follow botted, because I'm sitting here playing my game on stream. All of a sudden, my follower alert just goes bloop, 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 and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And I was like, oh, I know what this is. I'm being follow botted. I had like 2,000 followers or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna abuse this, and I'm gonna look at different ways that I was originally locked out from, because some services you're only worthwhile if you have like over 1,000 followers. Like what was it? It was that little mini game, Stream Raiders or something like that. I was like, I wanted to check that out for a while, but I couldn't get into it because I'm not worthy. I didn't have 1,000 followers. So I abused it. I was like, well, somebody followed me, and your artificial gate is useless because it's been bypassed. So here you go. What's up now? Seems that they have a lot of advertiser money to dump on content creators. Enough money for the content creators to pay for bots. Yeah. In Twitch, I know myself and a co-host of 0 Point Report, We kind of not really didn't get into it, but we had a difference of differing opinions on Twitch. How I see Twitch has not made a profit since its inception. They have been on the back end of bleeding money for years. You know, get on this screen since I'm sure you guys probably stop bored of looking at this. It's one thing, but you can look at my ugly mug. They don't really have that much money to dump everywhere. Yeah, even though they are owned by Amazon, they are treated as a separate company. The same thing as the ALEXA division. That is a different company as well. That department was losing a hell of a lot of money for Amazon, to the point where they were thinking about dropping Echo. We'll call it the Echo division, because nobody was using it to make purchases. No one was was saying, computer, put on my shopping list 10 gallons of lube or whatnot. No one was using that. They were just using the phone app or on a desktop. So Twitch is pretty much in the same space. They have been losing a lot of money, and you see it when you see that there are been pushing out creators or streamers to push more ads. We might be seeing more the movement in the ad space on Twitch. This is from what I'm seeing in different places, that ads might be increasing. Some creators are using their influence to do like more than 3 minutes, going up to like 10 minutes of ads. I random thought that Tinder got enshittified before Google. That a lot of places are getting that as well. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a lot of fun too. I think I'm gonna do this every week. What do you think? Would that be good? Talk about we open rant Sundays. But hopefully you guys had a good time. Oh no, that didn't do it. No, it's just getting late, and I gotta be up early in the morning for work. And I got my mouse only has like 9% battery life on it, so I have to put it on the charger soon. Before I have to try to figure out what the key commands are, hot keys and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. It's been a couple weeks since the last time I streamed, and my voice is starting to go. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a recording for the Independent Creator Podcast. So for work, I am at work. This is part of my work too, but my work that pays the bills. I have to do that in the morning. So yeah, do all the things, hit all the buttons, the drill. Love to see you tomorrow. We'll talk about being a content creator under Tariffland. So that's my podcast. That's for tomorrow. I got finally going to record it. It's been weeks in the happening, in the planning. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night and enjoy as I try to fumble around for the button